Hello everyone, it's Lindsay and today is Tip Tuesday, and this was another request from you guys to talk about layering stamps because I've showed a few of these on my channel before and I don't always show how to stamp them out on camera, and I just assume a lot of people know how to use these, but not everybody knows how to use these. So I'm going to break it down and show you how these stamp sets work. I recently got this one here from the Amber Kit from Felicity Jane. And this was the one that kind of prompted it, but then I ended up with 3 new layering stamps all in the same month. So I thought let's sit down and talk about it. And there's a couple different layering stamps. So this one here is from the Purpose Driven Essentials box for November, and this is the One Canoe 2 Twilight stamp set. And this one doesn't really have an outline. The way this one works is you stamp with colored inks and build up the image. But these other two have some outline images, which give you a few more options. So you can either stamp with inks or you can stamp on pattern paper and use that as well. So let me talk about the Amber one first. And so you can see this has 4 stamps in it, and these are actually meant to layer and work together. So these are all the different combinations that you can do with just those 4 stamps that are in here. You can do just the outline, you can do just the solid, you've got some textures, so you can stamp the texture down and then the outline, or you can stamp the solid and then the texture on top. Depending on the colors that you're using, you want to stamp your lightest ink first and then your darkest ink on top of that. That's typically how works best. And here I used brown, but you could use black if you're wanting something, you know, with a lot of contrast. This one here is the same as the stripe. I stamped the dot down first and then stamped the outline around it. Here I stamped in the light pink and then added texture to the top, just like this one here. Here I stamped the solid and then the outline. And so typically with layering stamps, you want to stamp the solid most image first and then work your way up in detail. So I did stamp that solid first and then the outline detail. These two here are actually using 3 stamps. So I stamped the solid image, and then I stamped a texture, and then I stamped the outline. So you can build it up in that way also, and I'll kind of show you how to do that. These are very, very, very easy to line up. This one here is using so you want to stamp with the solid most image first and then add your detail and then your center. So those 3 pieces build up that flower, and then it also has some leaves. This one here from Right at Home, this is the Fall Leaves set. This one works very similar to the Felicity Jane one. So you want to stamp your solid image first, and then you can go in with your outline image or just stamp the outline on top of patterned paper if you wanted to do that, and you can kind of piece things together. So when you're looking at this, it looks kind of like a mess. It looks hard to match up, but if you look in here, you'll see the shapes that match up. So this is your solid piece, this is your outline, and then these circles are meant to be centers to your flowers. This one here is like a little leaf that can go on this branch right here, and you've got the solid and the outline, so you can kind of mix and match. You've got your pieces of acorn, and usually with stamp sets, no matter what company you're getting these from, typically they kind of group things together. So you can see all of these pieces right here go for the acorn, these are for the flower, this is for the flower, this is for the branch. These ones are a little bit spread out, but this is the solid for here. Here's the solid, and then you have your choice of just an outline or a detailed outline on that solid. And then same thing with these little pieces over here. So you can mix and match, and there are a lot of layering stamp sets out there. So let's kind of talk about how these work. Let me grab a stamp platform and I'll show you that. Okay, so I have the Tim Holtz travel stamp platform, and these really make it a lot easier to work with stamping layered stamps, but they're not necessary. You can do it with a stamp block, but this just makes it a little bit easier for you. So let's go ahead and actually work with this one here, because this can be a little bit more challenging. Okay, So I'm going to start with my most solid image first. So let's do this one that's kind of pointed up here. So I'm going to lay that stamp side down. Go ahead and close my lid there, and then I want to stamp with my lightest color first for the most solid, because we're going to build up in detail and build up intensity in color. So I'm going to use this Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink. This is the lightest pink that I have, and we can go ahead and just ink that up. And the nice thing about using a stamp positioning tool is if it's not, if it's kind of splotchy or not perfect, you can stamp it over and over again and it'll be an exact same spot. Okay, and then we want to go in with our next detailed image. So I'm going to look for the detail that is in that same like turned up shape, and it's the medium sized flower. So it's this one here. And again, with the stamp positioning tool, it's a little bit easier because you can lay the stamp down and make sure that you've got it in just the right place. Whereas if you're using a stamp block, you kind of have to just hope that you're in the right place. I'm going to try to get my head right over the top of it so I can make sure that it's lined up. And these seem to be a little imperfect. I'm looking, there's like a little notch at the bottom of this solid piece, and then there's a little notch at the bottom of the detail. And so that's what I'm trying to line up down here, are those little notches. So I'm going to go in with my next darker color, which is Worn Lipstick, which is the deeper pink. And that's going to add the detail to that flower. And it will begin to kind of take shape here. So now we can go to the center detail piece. And that's going to be this little half moon shaped one here. And I'm going to stick that towards the center of my flower. Again, since I'm using a stamp positioning tool, it makes it easier because I can kind of move it around and position it and make sure it's in the right spot. So now I'm going to go in with my darkest ink. I'm using Frayed Burlap. And then stamp that down. And so that gives me the center. And you can see that final piece is really what brings that flower together. It looks kind of like a hot mess until you get to the very end and it all kind of comes together. Now for these leaves, you can, let me see. Let's just do the single leaf here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the thickest or the most solid image. I'm going to go in with my lightest color, which is Bundled Sage, just a light green. And then I can go in with my detail piece, which is this little single piece right there. Again, I can just lay that over, and usually these are pretty close to the same shape as the one that you're stamping on top of. Pick that up, and I can go in with the next darker color. I'm using Forest Moss. And then that's going to add some detail to that leaf. So there are a lot of different layering stamps out there with just various degrees of difficulty and detail. Some are meant to be a little more loose and some are meant to be really lifelike and detailed looking. And then let me show you, actually we'll leave this in, let me show you how to use the amber one. So this is much easier, and actually let's do it with the stamp block so you can see that it can be done both ways. Okay, so I'm going to stamp out the 3 layers so you can see all those layers together. So I'm going to start with my most solid image, and I'm going to stamp in my lightest ink, which is the Tattered Rose. Okay. And then we can go in with a next darker color. I'll do this one a little bit different. We'll go in with that Worn Lipstick pink, and I'll do some little dots. So what I'm going to look at is there is like a slight notch to the bottom of this one, just the same as a little notch where the stem comes out for that leaf. So you can kind of see if I lay it over the top, it is pretty easy to line up. And if it's slightly off, that's no big deal. It's totally fine. So So I'm going to ink this up with the Worn lipstick. And it is easier if you get your head right over the top. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to stick my head right in there, but if you get right over the top of it, it's even easier to line up. But that one lined up pretty easy there. Okay, and then I'll go in with the outline piece to give it its detail and finish it off. And we're going to do that with the frayed burlap ink. And this one I'm just lining up, making sure my stems are lined up, make sure the tip of the leaf is lined up. Like I said, if you get right over the top of it, it's even easier. And so there you can see, use 3 different stamps to build this detailed little spotty leaf. And you can use any combination of those 4 stamps that are in here. Felicity Jane also has a cut file for this leaf shape that cuts out the exact size or with a slight offset. So if you have a Silhouette Cameo cutting machine, you could use that to cut these out. So I will link that down below for you guys. But there is just a quick look at using layered stamps and how that works. You can use it with a stamp positioning tool or with just a stamp block. You can use these in your Bible journaling. I like to stamp them out on cardstock and then cut them out and use them like little die cut pieces or something like that. So there is a look at those. I will link these all down below for you. I'll link Purpose Driven Essentials, the entire box, but I'll also link to where you can purchase just the stamp set if you're wanting just the stamp set. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below for me. Check out that description box for links to everything that I talked about. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.